I've been natural for 16 years. I love me a good weave. I love me a good bust down. You're not about to run me. I'm gonna run you. How about that? Hey friends, we're back. All right, so I made a video of like natural hair tips that I think every natural hair beginner should know. And so I want to do more tips. So I've been natural like, oh my gosh, how long have I been natural? I've been natural for 16 years. So I've learned a few little things along the way. So I'm about to get ready and I'm going to share with you some natural hair tips. And hopefully they can be of some use to you. Number one, protective styles do not have to always have weave. Now, don't get it twisted. I love me a good weave. I love me a good bust down. I love a good wig. I love some box braids. But know that you can do protective styles using your own natural hair. And sometimes that might be the healthier option, especially if you have thinning edges or if you have some thinning spots throughout your hair or bald spots. Installing weave might be a little bit too much tension, more than your natural hair can handle. And so doing a loose twist set or a loose braid set or even some cute chic straight backs could be the way to go. And the good thing about a protective style with your own hair is you can do them a lot more often, because with braids and other high tension hairstyles, you obviously can't wear them as often, or you shouldn't wear them as often, even though some people do. But if you're just doing some soft two-strand twists or some braids or some straight backs, you can do that pretty often and it won't cause too much damage, as long as you're, again, not pulling too tight. And you can probably do them yourself versus having to go to a salon. So just off the strength of you knowing how to do them yourself, you can do them more often because you're not, at the mercy of someone else's schedule or books or anything like that. And whenever you do go the weave route, be sure that you are speaking up to your braider, to your installer, your stylist, whoever is doing your hair, or if you're doing your hair, just be mindful and make sure that it is not being pulled too tight. That happens so often, and then you end up with a case of traction alopecia or something like that. And so I know the famous saying like beauty is pain, but let's not have that mentality when it comes to hair, because if your hairstyle is giving you pain, that likely means your hairstyle is also about to give you some breakage, and nobody wants that. Number two, stretch out your wash day cycle with 2-in-1 styles. So speaking of protective styles, something that I like to do is I'll do my wash day, and then I'll do a twist set or a braid set, typically twist because I suck at braiding. I don't know what it is about them 3 pieces of hair. Give me 2 pieces and I can twist it up. 3 pieces and girl, I'm lost. But anyway, all right, stretch out your twist set by doing 1 week of twists, making sure you're taking care of your scalp, your hair while you have your twist in, sleep in your bonnet or your scarf. And then do 1 week of a twist out. So after 5 days or 7 days, take out the twist and you have a twist out. And I think that this is a nice little, I don't know if you can call it a hack or not, but like a nice little hack or tip, because sometimes for some people, depending on their schedule, if you have a lot of kids or even if you just have 1 kid or whatever, you work a lot, washing your hair every single week, like, it's just not always feasible. Sometimes you literally just don't have the time, or you might have the time, but you can just take a little bit off your plate by stretching out your wash day cycle. So instead of doing a wash day once a week, you now only have to do it once every other week. Again, this is very case by case, because for some people, they might really need to get to their scalp once every week. And I am sometimes like that because my scalp is very problematic. I have always been very transparent about that, and you can see in some of my other content me talking about it in a lot of my other content, and I show you which shampoos I use and all that good stuff. So if you have to wash your hair every week, you absolutely have to wash your hair every week, and that's just what it is. But if you're someone who can go a little bit longer, I really like that method of, okay, I'm wearing twists this week, and then the next week I'm going to take the twist out and just wear a twist out. I think that natural hair gets a bad rep for being difficult or like hard to manage, but it's really not. You just make it work for you. It's actually quite simple, and 2-in-1 styles is one of the ways that I make my hair work for me. Like, you're not about to run me, I'm gonna run you. How about that? Number 3, this is so important. Check a stylist's receipts before you book with them. And I mean thoroughly check them. I mean go on Google reviews, Yelp reviews, all the reviews, read the reviews. Even something I like to do, I like to start with the negative reviews. So you know how a lot of times, I know Google reviews is rated by like low to high or high to low rating. I start with the low ones because I want to know, like, what do people have to say? Is it just, oh, I went one time and I had a long wait? Or is it, I went and I got irreversible heat damage and I had to start my whole entire natural process over? Those are the things that you really, really want to know. Just because a stylist is popular, just because a stylist has celebrity clientele, that does not mean that they are well versed in natural hair. Natural hair is very, very specific, and because it's not necessarily new, but kind of like, I feel like this wave of the natural hair movement is maybe what, 10, 15 years old, maybe 20 years old. I don't even know if we're at like the 20-year mark, but a lot of stylists just did not have to learn natural hair the way that they learned straight hair and relaxed hair and how to color hair and all those things. They did not learn how to properly care for and nurture natural hair. So I don't care if when you go on their Instagram, they know how to make a wig look like it's sprouting from the scalp. If you do not see, I will go as far as saying at least 90% of their photos and content to be natural hair people, and a good mix of that to be people with your hair texture or similar hair texture, I personally would not book. And this is something that I also had to learn out the hard way, because I have gone to stylists before who I love dearly, but I did get some heat damage because they were very much used to working with straight textures. They don't really have to work with curly textures. So if you're someone that you're natural, but you're a straight natural, you always wear your hair in a blowout or in a sew-in, that might not matter to you. If you are a natural and you wear your hair natural most of the time, or 50% of the time, or you just like to have that option when you do want to wear it natural, please make sure you are going to someone who is very well vetted and who knows natural textures and knows your natural texture. And something else that I will say is, when you are looking through their content, their portfolio, make sure that it's not just photos and videos of them doing natural hair, but educating about natural hair. That's something that I really like to see. I love to see a stylist, you know, kind of walking you through, I use this shampoo and this conditioner because XYZ, or this client's hair looks really healthy, but if we open it up, you can see it's damaged here because they've done XYZ, and we're going to get it back healthy by doing XYZ. Like, look for people who are giving you real education and real methods and techniques specifically for natural hair and how to keep natural hair healthy. Number 4 is really simple, but it's also something that I feel like you need to know, and that is, get you a mist spray bottle. Not just a regular spray bottle that shoots out water like a hose, but a mist spray bottle. So one like this, I'll spray so you can see. And I'll put the link for this in the description box. It's very cheap on Amazon, but like, you see how it comes out like a mist? I don't know why I did this and I'm putting makeup on my face. But you see, it's not like a super concentrated shoot out water application. I love a mist spray bottle because it helps to evenly distribute the water and product. That one has like water and a leave-in in it, but it helps to evenly distribute the water and the product all throughout your hair so that it's good and hydrated all throughout. And I guess this is tip 4A, but mist your hair every day or like every other day. Make sure that you are constantly giving it hydration and nutrients. You don't want to overdo it. So that's why I like a spray bottle mixed with some type of products like a leave-in or a moisture lotion, something like that, because it's a little bit lighter and more diluted than putting the actual product directly onto your hair. You get what I'm saying? So it's not heavy and weighed down. It's just a nice little mist. This is a nice little dose of TLC to keep your hair plump and juicy and moisturized. Tip number 5, detangle your hair before wash day. Before you wash it, detangle it. What I like to do is section my hair into quarters. So a puff, a puff, a puff, a puff, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Doesn't have to be even, but you know, even enough. And one section at a time, I detangle each puff into 2-strand twists. And your twists don't have to be super, super small, but they need to be small enough that you can manage getting out every tangle, every knot. So if you're working with too big of a section, depending on your hair thickness, my hair is very thick, but if you're working with too big of a section, you might miss some spots. So I like to do, I don't know, maybe like that much hair in a twist, and then I go through, I spray it, and I go through it very gently with some type of detangling tool. So I have this one brush. It's so dirty, but I love it. This is by Curlology, a detangle brush. I will link it in the description box. And so I love that brush to give me a really good detangle. And so I will do that before I wash my hair a lot of times. Sometimes I don't have time, but if I have time, I'll do that. And basically what it does for me is when I get into the shower, my wash routine goes by so quickly because the hard part is basically done. So I'm working in the shampoo and I'm applying the shampoo, but I'm not having to spend a whole bunch of time detangling my hair, getting out knots, being all gentle and delicate in the shower. I can just kind of give my hair the good thorough shampoo that it needs. And I especially recommend this if you are in need of a trim. So if it's been a while since you've had a trim, you definitely need to be pre-detangling before you get into the shower or before you wash your hair, however you wash your hair. And the reason that I say that is because when you're in need of a trim, your hair sheds so much and it tangles so much. And if you're natural, those shedded hairs are kind of just like stuck in the curls or in the fro, like it, you know what I'm saying? They're not falling to the ground. And so then when you get into that shower and you start shampooing your hair, it just makes for a big tangled mess. So I like to get all of that out before I get into the shower, and I promise y'all it saves you so much time and so much heartache. I know that sounds dramatic, but if you've ever been in a shower and your hair was a tangled mess, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not fun. And last but not least, number 6, the more natural you keep your hair, the easier. Let me explain. So natural hair is not hard until you try to make natural hair be something that it's not, until you try to make it behave unnaturally. But the second you embrace what your hair does naturally, the easier things are. Tight curls, loose curls, a lot of shrinkage, a little bit of shrinkage, fine hair, thick hair, whatever it is, accept it and learn how to work with that and how to be comfortable with that. And that is not to say that you can't experiment with styles and do other things, because that's also the beauty of black hair specifically, is that it is so versatile, baby, and you can look like one person today and look like somebody else tomorrow off hair alone. So I'm not deterring you from experimenting with the styles and the versatility and freedom of your hair, but I am saying get comfortable and confident wearing your hair as it is naturally before you start experimenting too much. One, you don't want to rely on a style that calls for a whole lot of manipulation. So for instance, I'm a natural. I wear my hair naturally. I don't wear my hair straight. If I was trying to constantly straighten my hair, I would be in panic mode if for whatever reason I couldn't make it to the salon for them to straighten my hair. I would be in panic mode if my flat iron broke. Because again, the only way that I'm really comfortable wearing my hair is in a straight texture. So if it was like this, I would be like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Now I'm anxious and I'm overwhelmed and I'm sad and I don't want to leave the house and all that stuff. And then you become kind of like a hostage to your hair. Or let's say your stylist cancels on you, or you don't have enough time. You know, you just got asked out on a hot date and you don't have enough time to let your twist dry for your twist out. But what you can do is wear a wash and go, whether it's a huge big puffy wash and go, whether it's a TWA wash and go, whatever it is. So I'm saying there is such a freedom that comes with natural hair when you are comfortable letting your natural hair just be and do what it is that it does, and at every single stage, at the short stage, at the grown out stage, at the medium stage. To try a new style that doesn't work out and have the option to be like, okay, whatever, I'll just wash it out and wear my wash and go, that is such a liberating feeling, because either way you're good. So yeah, that's why I say the more natural you keep things, the easier. Again, I want to reiterate, this does not mean don't experiment. This just means first learn to accept your hair for what it is and what it does naturally, and then start playing around. Because literally, what is the point of going natural if you're still gonna have all the same stressors and whatever from when you weren't natural? So yes, those are 6 more natural hair tips. Check out the video of my 9 natural hair tips that I did before this one a while back. I think maybe like a year ago. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I will try my hardest to answer them of what I know. If I don't know, I'm gonna tell you I don't know, because girl, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist. I'm just a natural girly, a natural hottie who has a little bit of information and experience over the last decade plus. So yes, enjoy your natural hair journey. It's a beautiful journey. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't internalize any messaging that tries to tell you that your natural hair is not the amazing crown of glory that it is. Love you all. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like, get in them comments, engage with me, and follow me on the other platforms too. All of that is in the description box. I'll see y'all again soon.